Therapeutic hypothermia, we all know, is a procedure where we are controlling the body temperature to a lower level, which should act as a neuroprotectant to minimize neuronal loss and to improve finally the patient outcome. When you go for such a definition, you have to know what is the core body temperature, that which ranges from 35.5 to 37.5 in the normal state. The peripheral temperature will be usually 2 to 4 degrees Celsius less than the core body temperature or CBT. Brain temperature will be high by 0.3 to 1.1 degrees, and in acute brain injury, it can be further higher. Therapeutic hypothermia can be divided into different levels like mild, moderate, and severe. When you go through the discussion, you will be seeing that in most of the studies and trials, they have used the mild hypothermia only, because when you go further down in the temperature spectrum, the adverse effects are seen as more than the benefits which we obtain out of hypothermia. So the mild ranges from 32 to 35, moderate 28 to 32, severe to less than 28 degree. Most of the scientific bodies found that therapeutic hypothermia, the procedure of TH has to be more systematic. So they suggested the term targeted temperature management should replace therapeutic hypothermia. And they also advise that mild, moderate, and deep kind of terms should be abandoned, and instead each setting should exactly mention the temperature range which they are going to adopt. The method used to induce hypothermia, and how they are going to monitor the temperature. So finally, the TTM term covers both the therapeutic hypothermia and controlled normothermia. Intentional manipulation of body temperature has been considered to be very promising for improving outcome in various disease states. But the actual fact is that if you check the literature, you can see only mixed and conflicting reports which contain success, failure, and complications. But still, these drawbacks could not suppress the enthusiasm to go for more exploration of finding the advantages of hypothermia. Coming to the mechanism of action of TTM. So, when an ischemic injury happens and it progresses, there is an early state and a late phase. So, this therapeutic hypothermia TTM will act differently during each of these phases. In the early phases, it inhibits production of free radicals, and more very importantly, it reduces the excitotoxicity. And these two mechanisms are very important during the reperfusion injury phase. Whereas in the late phase, where there is active inflammation, cytotoxicity, edema, and production of reactive oxygen species, uh, TTM suppresses all these processes. It also inhibits apoptosis, reduce lactate production, and acidosis, which is a major mechanism in case of global hypoxemia. An example being the cardiac arrest.